everyone, and welcome to Onyx Pages. I'm in Jerry. Before I get started on my March wrap up, I just wanted to thank those of you who have joined the channel in the past couple of weeks. As of the date of this filming, I think that the channel is at 993 subscribers, or 92. Yeah, my goal was to reach 1,000 subscribers for this year, and I think that the channel is on its way. So I really appreciate those of you who have shared the word about the channel, those of you who have commented, even those of you who have lurked and are still trying to figure out if this is the channel that you want to subscribe to. I really appreciate you being a part of the circle, so thank you very much. All right, as I mentioned in my February wrap-up video, it's been a challenging and busy time for me these days, so I haven't been able to read as much as I've wanted to or film as much as I've wanted to. So I'm really grateful that I have the energy and the presence today to put something on camera for you, because I really like doing this. Obviously, there are no books in the background. I'm filming in a very precariously lit corner of our apartment. But anyway, let's just get started. So in March, I read two and a third books. So I'm going to start with Emergent Strategy. So I'm not finished this book. I'm reading this along with the wonderful folks at the SOULar Powered Afrofuturism slow reading group on Facebook. So Emergent Strategy was written by Adrienne Marie Brown. I've talked a lot about their work in other videos, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it here. But basically, what this book does is it takes the principles that have arisen from Octavia Butler's work, particularly Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents, and has offered one framework through which those of us who are interested in doing social justice work can integrate the principles from this from Octavia Butler's work into our own lives. So we have met twice so far as a reading club on Zoom, and we're working very slowly through the book and in a very emergent way. So in fact, we met today, and we were a powerful group of folks, and we did the assessing ourselves part of the book, where we look at our relationship to change, our relationship to like accountability within community, whether we see ourselves as a part of nature. And Adrienne, what I really enjoy about the way that she puts out this book is that it's not very linear. So she encourages people to just really find their way. And I also really like that her way of writing is very filled with gratitude. So when she's talking about a concept that she learned from someone else, she footnotes, like there are footnotes all over the place. She footnotes it, and then she tells a little bit of a story about when she had a conversation with the person and they taught her about that concept. And some of her references are academic, some of her references are literary, but some of them are also references to friends or colleagues or mentors that she's met, femtors and mentors that she's met along the way. So if you are interested, this is a nonfiction read, but if you're interested in looking at how social justice work can be a part of your life, I definitely think that this is a book for you. We're about to have a power outage, so I'm hoping that I'll get through this. Okay, so the first novel that I read was Babel 17, which is written by Samuel R. Delaney. And Babel 17 tells the story of I don't really know how to describe her, but she's a poet, and she also is the captain of a ship. And there's this big mystery because there's this language, this code that has been, I guess, terrorizing these planets, and she is the only one who can figure out what this code or what this language is. So she gets together a motley crew of people to go on a spaceship to figure out this mystery. So it's part science fiction, part mystery, and it's just really great. The protagonist is, as I said, the captain of the ship. She's an Asian woman who is really smart, and Samuel Delaney does something really interesting with linguistics as sort of a technology and a magical tool. So I'll do a full review on this, but I really enjoyed the book, and I love Samuel Delaney's writing. This is a buddy read with Charles from Sir Booksage, who's just quite lovely. And then the third novel that I read in March was The Gilda Stories by Jewelle Gomez. I did a review of this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it is a Black lesbian vampire story. And one of the things that I love about this story is that you can learn a lot about history, because vampires live as long as they want. And so this was a very sort of like kind of romantic, kind of historical romance, historical fiction, magical realist book that was very deliberately queer in a lot of different ways. So I really enjoyed this title, and I enjoyed the read. Okay, so that is what I read in the month of March. Thank you very much for watching. I'd love to hear what you're currently reading, and I will see you in part 2 of this video, which is going to be the SOULar Powered Afrofuturism Reading Group's list of readings for this year. Okay, see you later.